What's up, YouTube? It's Diamond Cut Steel, and you guys are going to learn something today. So, what we have is the excuse me, the Xarilk Gen 3 with their new Y clamp. Instead of the twin clamps, instead of having twin clamps, which would be great for kitchen knives, fixed blade, longer knives. When you're using shorter knives, your typical EDC knife, you're going to have to mount these like this on one side, and it's just not ideal. Well, the Y clamp fixes that problem, and in my opinion, this is a must-have. If you own a Gen 3, this is a must-have. It also fits the hapstone R2. It also fits the tsprof cadet. So right here you have a very, very sturdy clamp, and to be honest, the tsprof clamp, yes, it may be, it's a $90-$100 clamp, so yeah, it's going to be a little higher quality, but there's a little bit of flex in the tsprof clamp. This one, there's zero flex in. Like, it is absolutely rock solid, and it's due to this part right here being shorter and thicker. So there's absolutely no flex in this. Yeah, which that's very, very, very nice. So what this is going to offer you is a way to centrally clamp smaller blade knives. Like right here, we have a 3.5 inch. This is a 704 gear. It's in D2. The factory edge, not terrible, but not great. So we're just gonna throw a new edge on it real quick. Let me get this mounted real quick. Yeah, but this really is going to make your Gen 3 a more versatile unit, and just less of an annoyance than with like the twin clamps when you're trying to do knives like this. And as you can see, there's that movement's actually coming because it's rocking right here, but because of those stickers. But as you see, there's no flex whatsoever. So you're going to get very, very accurate and consistent angles, and you're not going to have variation from pressing a little harder on one side, or just that flex causing your angle to change. You're not going to have that here. Plus, this clamp grabs really tight. I didn't lock those screws down very hard, and this clamp's locked on hard. It's not going nowhere. The clamp is well designed. I believe these are about $30. And again, at that price, this is a must-have if you have this system. 100%. So let's see. What do we want to do this knife with? How about I know we'll do it. We can use these SY tools. This is an awesome set of diamond plate camera die. So anyways, we're going to use the SY tool 10-piece diamond plate set. From 80 grit to 3000. You can pick them up on Amazon for about $40, and these are actually pretty damn good. Probably just going to take it to the 400 grit. The ends is D2. And we're just going to start with the 200 20. These are all the same size, so I can actually use this compensator to just go ahead and set it where I want it. That'll work for me. I'm going to back a little bit off of it from there. I need it to be perfectly precise. I just want it right around 20. Okay, so there we're set. We're right around 20. And let's get the sharpener. This is a 200 right here. These stones are actually quite aggressive, especially when they're new. These 704 GNIs actually typically, let me get the lights on. Looks like it's going to rain outside. I want y'all's lighting to be good. The 704 GNIs actually typically come with pretty good factory edges. This one, while it wasn't bad, it wasn't super sharp either. It actually felt like it's kind of overstropped from the factory. It's just kind of slick. Didn't have much bite. See where we're at. Alrighty, we've got a burr, a set 4 at the heel. Okay. Work that spot, then blend. Don't sit and work one spot for too long. Focus on that spot for a second, then blend. Not quite, almost. That should have done it. Alrighty, we are in business. You guys see? Yep. But this is a really well done clamp. I got to give them credit for. I really like it just for the simple fact that it has absolutely no flex. That's greatly beneficial. Brian's slightly different, so we're going to have to actually remove some steel. This plate right here is an old one. I think I'm going to change over to the fresh 200 plate because it's just not going to cut fast enough. This is pretty much a brand new one. Still 200. That one's had a lot of sharpenings on it. This one right here. And it still cuts, it's just, it's gotten kind of slick, you know. Or not necessarily slick, but no longer even close to 200 grit. Probably more like 400 to 500. Yeah, much more aggression right here. Yeah, man, I bumped my plunge grind. I'm trying to be very careful of that. Should have a burr. A little bit in the belly. Right at the start of the belly. And the tip, I can see I haven't got all the way. Still missing a teeny bit at the very tip. Should have took care of it. Looks good. There we go. Okay, we've got a nice defined burr. That 200, it's got only maybe 10 sharpeners on it. Made quick work of that. Using old baby clothes as rags. We're gonna go with the 500 actually, and just finish on this stone. That's going to leave a nice aggressive edge. The 400 is going to be quite aggressive. Maybe a little too much. So we'll go 500. Looking good. A little bit of Windex and Dawn. And let's flip that burr back. These stones cut very fast, so it does not take long to clean up the scratch patterns from the previous stone. Careful of that plunge grind. The D2 on these knives is actually done pretty good. So we got a nice crispy burr formed. It should be set. Let's see where that's at. Looking good. Microscope. Oh yeah, got a nice defined burr. Nice, very aggressive edge. See if I can show you guys this. Normally the glare doesn't seem to like the y'all see that? Yeah, there we go. Nice defined burr. Nice consistent scratch pattern. Okay. Everybody in frame. Yes, sir, Bob. Alright. Now we'll start refining that burr, fatiguing that burr. We're going to walk it back and forth a couple times. And all I'm doing right now is just flipping the burr back and forth. That's all. I want to get it weak so it starts to break off on its own. Okay, that's pretty good. You can literally see the burr starting to break loose. Now we're just going to make some very light alternating deburring passes, edge leading deburring passes. Try to see if I can get it. I can see it with the naked eye, but I know y'all aren't going to be able to see it on camera, but I can see the burr breaking loose. So you see a little piece of it right there on the blade. See the little pieces of it on my finger? Come on, focus. Now you can't see them. They're teeny little pieces of burr, but anyways. Nice crispy steel, burr comes off nice. And I'm making lighter and lighter pressure with each pass. Okay, we should be set. Yeah, very, very, very important piece is this Y clamp if you're sharpening folding knives. Not so much if you're just working with kitchen knives, but if you're working with folding knives, this is a well worth the $30 investment. And I mean well worth $30. Take that blade off. Okay, let's see where we're at. Nice crispy apex, nice consistent scratch pattern. This is going to be a really excellent aggressive toothy edge. A perfect edge for D2. Now, is it sharp? Well, of course it's sharp. Easily popping hair. Come on, camera, focus. Make me cut off more. Easily popping hair. Couple passes on a leather strop with no compound. And we're going to have any of that micro burr that could still possibly be on there is going to be gone. And we're going to have a nice, aggressive, keen edge with tons of bite. I'm going slightly above sharpening angle right now. There's no compound on this strop. If I want to bring up the sharpness a little bit, then I can make a couple passes on a strop with compound. But I want the bite, and I don't want to take any of it away, so I don't want to take it to any compound if I don't have to. Beautiful, sharp, aggressive edge. Oh yeah. Beautiful, sharp edge. Swirl cut, no problem. But lots of bite, and that's what you want on D2. This piece of D2 will perform very good now. That's exactly the type of edge you want on it. These 704 gear knives are excellent values when you can pick them up at 20 bucks. The Xarilk Gen 3 is a fantastic system, and this Y clamp is definitely worth the $30 to upgrade it. Get you one, I guarantee you'll be happy with it. This right here was desperately needed to make this system all it can be. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Xarilk, thank you very much for sending me this to test out and do some videos on. I appreciate it. That was very nice of you guys. The design is good, the execution is good, and the price is more than fair. Good job, guys. All right, y'all have a good one.